All right, well, we're going to get started with the preview here this afternoon. First out's going to be Halfin. They brought us dark cross male and then a Berkshire male. So the dark cross male is going to be 104-1. That's going to be lot 43. The mother of the 104 litter is the Roll Call Stay Classy lot 21, purchased at Goss's coronation sale in 2025 for $65,000. And then the Berkshire male is going to be lot number 96. That's 105-1. He's a no-brainer top hand special effect. And that no-brainer boar is a walk-off hen house that they bought off a Heimer out of perfect timing there for $25,000.
Well, certainly a pleasure to be here and work through the preview. We're going to go as efficiently as we can, but at the same time here, we've made the effort to come, and we've got an awesome set of consigners, an awesome set of pigs here to evaluate, give you time to study and to go. But obviously, we kick off things in a great fashion with the Halfin firm there, and it seems like an operation and a family there that about anything that they've touched here lately has turned to gold, and just because of their effort and the amount of focus that they've had on there, whether it be barrows, gilts, or boars. This belted one right here, I'm actually very surprised that he's able to come to a sale arena when they've got a boar battery like they have there, but obviously one of those that carry on the name. His stoutness of skull, roundness of ribs, shape up top. He's got a bendy hind leg there that works extremely good, and obviously the bloodline deal is going to be one of those boars that we're going to hear a lot about. On the Berkshire side, obviously not a Berkshire classifying one. He looks like, to me, he classifies extremely easy. Kind of the same token there. Shape to his rib and body, consistency of rib shape, and he's going to have the exotic look. Being a crossbred that gets to classify as a Berkshire there with no added help, it looks like to me there. He's square leaving you. He's got crossbred shape up top. And again, the Lackey Livestock Fall Edition sale is a great way to kick off there. Again, the belted one from Halfin is tag 43. The Berkshire appearing crossbred male there is tag 96.
Next out is going to be Wintex here with the dark cross male. This is going to be lot 3, 267-2. He's a one day at a time as expected doing this. And that doing this, Grandma, that's in the pedigree, was the top selling gilt at Texas Elite the year that she showed. She would have originated from the Berger family.
Well, obviously, Wintex Farms is one of those that needs no introduction. I know that sounds kind of cliche, but obviously this part of the world there and in this state and across the country there. But I saw this picture on Facebook, and I hate putting emphasis on pictures there when we're going to have a live sale offering. But he was one of those I clicked on, I left the page and came back and clicked on again. And there's firms that obviously have a reputation because generationally they're able to put things together. They do things their way, and Wintex is obviously one of those firms there that has that reputation. Then I read the pedigree, and this is something that they've worked on for several years. And as we watched, as admirers and respecters of that firm and that family, I knew things are probably just have come together. And as this pig enters the ring here again, we talk about boars that'll make an impact. We talk about barrows that'll be memorable forever. I don't know that we'll ever see a pig enter the ring at this particular stage in this weight that have bigger feet, have a bigger pin set, a bigger and more useful rib cage, a bigger and more useful rear leg, and one of those that's just put together extremely good. Kind of a side note here, obviously as things go, we've got Monster driving the pig. Obviously Will and there ringside. I think I saw Jay in the crowd earlier. I'm assuming that he believes in this one and believes this one at a high manner there. I don't know where he ends up, but he's going to be one of those that I think is going to be talked about for a very, very long time. Wintex Farms, tag 3.
What? So next out, it's going to be Stevenson here with two belted males. One of them's going to be, where is he at? Which one's this? Is this lot 49? Yeah, the thin traditional belted one here that comes out first is going to be lot 49. That's 10-2. He'll be a choked up buckle next in tension. That one's mother was 8th overall at Arizona National there in 2025. And then the wider belted, the wider belted one's going to be lot 49. That's the dark cross. And then the thin belted one is going to be lot 100, the traditional belted one. That's 9-4. He's a naughty list, buckle up, never before. His mother was second in class behind the champion Gilts at Belton last year, and his grandmother would be a full mate in blood to 82 litters at Canals.
Well, a pair of pigs and a family that I was excited about seeing what they brought, and as we kind of grow up and kind of go and families and operations and individuals that you look up to, respect, and Todd Stevenson and his family, Mandy and the whole crew there is those that regardless what setting it is, they're going to be at the very top level, and like I said, I was excited about seeing these. I know they've been putting together a sow herd that they're proud of, that they've been building on, and came to a live venue here. This pair, and I'm not going to talk them individually, but this pair that Stevenson offers there are why they're so competitive, why they win, and they know why they gets them to the next level. They kind of defy what a lot of things are hard to put together in terms of height the shoulder, look and presence like a champion show pig needs to, back shape, roundness of rib there, and they prove that you can be heavy structured, sexy in your look, and still strong in your pasture there. They're comfortable as they go there. Absolutely incredible pigs there that look like their composition is going to be correct. Again, I don't break them up individually because they're so similar in the way that they're put together there for sure. And again, the firm and a family there that I was excited to see and evaluate here. Again, Stevenson's lots here. The dark cross and chromed up one there is tag 49. The Hampshire appearing, Hampshire classifying one, they're out of naughty list is tag 100.
Next out's going to be K&M Livestock. They bring us a blue one here and then a belted one. So this blue one's going to be lot number 22. That's 11-2. That's a Brotherly Love Young Love. So this will be out of a bred sow purchase from the Wintex crew is the blue one. And then the dark cross male here is going to be 12-1. That's lot number 81. That's a Pony Boy Wild Side, and she would that one's mother would be the litter mate to the Grand Gilt at Coba in 2024.
Well, another firm here and a pair of guys there that obviously do what they want and do what they believe in. And the thing is that when Willie and Austin bring them to the ring, they're going to be stout. They're going to be hairy. They're going to be burly. They're going to have shape, and they're going to be built for the long haul. And there's no extra fluff whenever you come in here. We get a blue one that comes in out of Brotherly Love, and obviously the winter livestock pig that sold there at King's there to Wintex, and I believe they bought back into and then they named him appropriately. This is actually one of the first pigs that I've seen out of that boar and follow suit. For a blue one there that's that stout, wide between his eyes, stout about his skull, short backed, and that is one useful, functional back leg on a hairy blue pig there. He's got the extras, and still fundamentally, that one's again built for the long haul for sure. Then K&M, that blue one is tag 22, as Weston said. Tag 81 is out of Pony Boy. When we kind of started the website there on boarstud.com, Willie kind of came to us. We haven't got him on there yet, but he came to me. He said, I got a boar. This Pony Boy needs to be on there. He's the best boar in the country, and he believed it there. That wasn't blowing smoke there. This pig comes in, and he's got the signature Willie look in terms of rib, body, width through his chest. He's strong and wide at the top of his shoulder, and yet still his throat latch reads awesome there. Got a great look ahead of his blade there for a neat colored belted one there. Again, this is K&M Livestock. That dark cross is tag 81. The blue one out of Brotherly Love from K&M is tag 22.
Next out is going to be Jennings here. They bring us 2 spot males. So the one that Bellamy's on there in the jeans, that's going to be lot number 31. That's 6-3. He's a Silent Night, Wedding Night. And that sow produced the champion bear at OIE, Tulsa, and Dallas. And then the one that Emerson's on there in the black shorts is going to be lot number 89. That's 10-5. He'll also be a Silent Night and then Titan. And that sow was the Lowry Gilt in 2025 that had some success. Was reserve grand there at Fort Worth, grand at San Antonio, grand at San Angelo, and grand at Houston.
Well, there's obviously been absolutely nobody more dominant in the spotted ring, or really in any its respective breed, than what Jennings has. And family and Brady and the whole crew there at Sulphur is just such a phenomenal job of focusing and getting pigs that are competitive, and to win at the highest level and at the biggest stages. You just simply have to look different than everybody else, and Jennings spots just look different. Let's start with that tag 31 there, because maybe I've got more relation with that particular pig there. Kai Smith, the Smith girls showed that pig out of that sow last year. The biggest concern I had throughout the entire year and at Austin was whether that pig would classify. Once he got past the classifier, well, I knew we were winning our class, and kind of go from there. And yet we got a turnkey spot classifying pig here in tag 31 that is exotic about his skull, exotic about his look and his shape. He's got a big pin set. He's got bend to his rear leg there, and I saw that pig about 3 weeks ago leading into his sale that he had, and he said, "This one's going to Lackey's." And I said, "Are you sure that's the one that's got to go there?" He said, "He's the one that fits the venue," and I can definitely see that as he comes in here. Then we've got the 10-liter pig there. We talked about those Lowry Gilts there. They were champion and reserve, and I guess obviously this one's mother was reserve at Fort Worth, one San Antonio, one Houston, one Angelo, I believe, and kind of went. I'm the only dummy that ever beat her. I beat her with another Jennings pig there at Fort Worth. She was reserved that year, and another Jennings one was champion. That was a phenomenal group of them there. He had the world record setting spot bore online the other day there as well, with a group of them, and these two were pulled back to come here to Lackey's. Again, we've got tag 31 and we've got tag 89 there from Jennings.
Next out here is going to be Mares. This is going to be lot number 42, dark cross male, 21-5. So he's going to be a weirdo, fuel case closed. The grandma would be CC76's sister, and the mother would be a half sister to their champion Division I dark cross at San Antonio there in 2025.
Well, as you look across the preview and then kind of look at names, and you kind of go, you never know what people are going to drop into the ring. You kind of have in their mind, I know that Mares is going to bring a little one. It looks like he just kind of came out of the nursery. He's notorious for it. But what he's also notorious to do is little pigs that actually go and feed. If you looked at the results throughout the winter, just recently, Ohio State Fair, what Hunter and his crew was able to do there, and just did an awesome job there. This little guy comes in, and he's modern in terms of his skin pigment. He's dark complected. He's shaggy and hairy, and for a little guy, he looks like a proud, arrogant show pig. His front end assembly is right. His hip is level. All the fundamentals are there to be extremely good, and obviously backed by a pedigree, a sow from, and an operation that knows that they can bring little ones to the sales, and then they'll go ahead and feed and work out. Awesome structured one there from Mares there that's got a great future. Tag 42.
Bruff is going to be out next. He has 4, but he brings us these 2 dark cross litter mates that 33-5 and 33-4. So Emerson's going to be on lot number 52 there in the colorful shoes. These are going to be nightcaps, CC76, a rusty cage. So the sound line, the 33, excuse me, are out of their bred purchase this past spring here from Lackey. And then Bellamy is going to be on lot 120 there in the jeans.
Well, we've got the first pair here from Bro and Kobe and the Gru. There's obviously put a lot of faith in the Lackey firm and the Lackey operation, and it's going to pay great dividends for those guys there. You bring a pair in here, and similar to what I did on Stevenson's group, I'm not going to break them down individually. You can take your choice or your, I guess, your selection between the pair. I would tell you, just kind of a tip there, everybody in previews, they tend to get a pair in here and they judge them and say, well, I like this one here, I like that one there. Chances are we get into the winter and these won't end up being the same class. We obviously don't know how they're going to feed and go, but these pigs are so similar. Obviously, mates as they come in here, they are absolutely as stout about their skull, their jawline. Their feature reads as those that'll be tough and manly there in the end. Love their rib shape, love their flexibility. They look like Lackey kind of pigs there, and obviously, like I said, when you put faith in a program, you hope that it breeds out and breeds true there. There's a pair of them here that I think are definitely built for the long haul, that'll be manly there at the end there, but functionally they look like they've got the right kind of muscle texture and structure to feed there. Again, I hate to be guilty of judging them, but there's one out here that looks like he could get a great big banner there. Let you decide there for sure. Again, tag 52, tag 120 here from Bro. Which one?
Bell, tell me which one you're on. I love them. So Bruff comes out again with two spot males, both litter mates. These are both going to be 36 litters, which is a silent night, remain silent. They were the Swanson family show gilt in the winter of 24, spring of 25, and won the spots multiple times, as well as her class at Perry. So Bellamy there in the jeans is going to be on lot 102, and then Emerson there in the black shorts is going to be on lot 103. And 36-3, the one that Emerson's on, is a rupture.
Well, again, you bring a pair of them, and at a live event at this magnitude, it's probably rare when you're able to get four pigs in the ring, and it's actually two pairs of litter mates that actually resemble each other. We've got a pair of spots. We're going to see a lot of spots tonight, and if you go through the sale preview, you go through the sale listing, it looked like a lot of exciting prospects there, but these were two of them that I was really excited about getting in here. Again, silent night on a remain silent, Sal, as Weston said here. And just, again, look different than most spots. Silent Night's actually the sire of that record-selling spot that we talked about, Jennings' sell there. And then this pair, if you just evaluate them for their shortness of back, softness and pliability that they have to their center, their muscle texture and the way that their muscle lays on their body is probably just a shot different than what most spots are, and yet still they're attractive ahead of their blade there. It's tough to get ones that are opened up, stout and burly, that still function extremely good, and it looks like this pair definitely do. There's one that's just a shot smaller in 103. The 102 male looks like he's just a lot more advanced and looks like he could probably go to a shot earlier show if he needs to. Again, four individuals from one operation to come to this live event, but I think they've got two pairs of them that match up extremely good. The spotted ones there, again, take your pick, tag 102 and tag 103.
Well, Stauffer's going to be out next, and they bring us three here, two dark cross males, and then a Chester male. So the dark cross males, the thin off-belted one is going to be lot 29. He'll be a buckle up, wide awake overruled. That's 57-4. He's a mate to the reserve overall market hog at the 2024 Indiana Stock Show. Raised the champion Division I bear at the 2024 Breeders' Cup and the reserve Division I cross bear at the 2024 Spring Show at Kansas City. The Chester male, again, the thin belted, off belted one is going to be lot number 29. The Chester male is going to be 1-9. He's a double dip in perfect fit. This summer, that mom raised the 4th overall Chester bear at the 2026 NJSS show by the McDonald family, the champion Chester bear at the 2026 Ohio State Fair. And then the last one, the wide belted male is going to be lot 117. That's 94-10. He'll be a high heat buckle up family ties. And the buckle up sow is a mate to the champion Hamp Bear at the 2025 San Antonio Stock Show. And the family ties sow raised the grand overall market hog at the 2023 Denver.
Well, obviously, when you've got a firm like Stauffer, you're going to have a long list of winners there, and Weston's doing an awesome job getting them listed and summarized. And when you go here, let's just summarize it more. Stauffer wins. He wins at every level. He wins every year, and the pigs look like this when they start. And Levi would be one of those guys that'd be kind of embarrassed that we say that, but facts are facts. And he's on a pig there that looks like a Stauffer pig. He's round, he's stout, he's bold, he's wide, he's hairy. Looks like one of those that could be around for a while if you want to go in any destination there. Austin drives his other belted one here that's probably even more elevated up front, even more descript up top. That's a really neat kind of a pig there to start. And I think, again, our feeding window, and, at home we always just say, try to get the ones you like. Try is a big word these days. Try to get the ones they like. Take them to the shows they tell you to take them to. That's what this pair looks like there. And run with a crew there that particularly one individual that tries to get to Levi's and to Ohio, to Stauffer's there as many times as he possibly can. And the one call I got was, hey, I went to Stauffer's to look at crosses, and there's a set of Chesters that are absolutely out of this world. We bring one in here that Levi comes and shows, and I think, again, looks different. Tall-shouldered, slick about his jaw. He has absolutely no crest there in that Chester individual. Whenever you get into the big stage, regardless who's judging, it looks like that one's going to be awfully competitive there. And for a big muscled one, he looks like he's clean jointed, and he's right in terms of his footwork there as well. Again, like we said, Stauffer wins, and these three look like Stauffers there. One's just a different color. Tag 29, tag 87 is the Chester. Tag 117 is the last of the dark crosses of Stauffers.
GNS comes out next here with 3 cross males. There's going to be 2 black and white ones, and then a blue one here. So the off-belted one is going to be Culture Shock Woke on tap sister. That's 34-3. He is a crip. The dam is on tap sister that they acquired from Sloan in the 2025 spring top shelf sale. That's going to be lot number 44. The blue one there is going to be 22-8. That's a great white, blowing smoke never before. And the Grandma raised the reserve Grand Crossbear at the 2025 exposition. And then the kind of the target backed one that Emerson's on and the black shorts there is going to be 32-5. He's a forever Goss 25-9, money on Rusty Cage. And the dam was acquired from Goss in their 2025 coronation sale. That's going to be lot number 119.
Well, we'll start with the lead off in tag 44, and obviously, as Weston said, out of Culture Shock. And I don't know how we tally points or we go with stuff, but there's a premier sire of the year. Culture Shock would be way up in the running, or might just win. Obviously, we know what he's done on the boar side. We've got a few pigs on feed there in our crew for Dallas, and they've been absolutely incredible to feed. And in kind of a year, or I guess a time frame that crossbred genetics are a little bit tougher to put together, harder to feed there. We're going to try to put together as many Culture Shocks as possible. And this one, I think, even takes shape up top and stoutness of feature to another level there. GNS, it seems like they always bring ones there that look intimidating up front and still functional there behind. I like this one's maturity pattern for one of those that where you can fit wherever you need to go to, San Antonio or on. Again, like I said, we're not going to tell you where to show them. That one looks like you can maybe even get him to March if you need to. The other belts tilted one, a bit more stretch in terms of length of body. He matches that in terms of length of hip, stifle from back, a very functional pig there in 119, a neat color pattern there as well. The blue one comes in maybe just a different style, and he's out of great white. That boar obviously raised by Lidner there, that's at PBG, and this one's just height the shoulder, immaturity ahead of his blade there, ability to attach his neck high on his shoulder there, and then those great whites, and all the Lidner bred white ones tend to continue to get stouter, continue to develop there from a maturity standpoint. I think he's positioned exactly right. If we're still looking those that maybe want to show there the end portion of January with a judge that tends to like blues, or we come into February with another set of judges that like using that color pattern, I think that one fits in really, really well. Always like GNS's stuff. It seems like they fit really well and feed extremely good there. Those guys have as many repeat customers as anybody. Tag 44 is the little chromed up one. Tag 97 is the blue one there. And then the other dark cross is tag 119.
Next out is going to be HP Genetics here, who bring us two spot males. McKinley here in the black shoes is going to be on lot number 34. That's 4-1. He'll be a spot the ball limitless. His mom is a littermate to Reese Huffaker's champion Black OPB at the State Fair of Texas in 2025. Again, that's lot number 34. And then Bellamy there in the jeans is going to be on lot 91. That's 6-1. He'll be a spot the ball Titan. Again, that's lot number 91.
We commented earlier, there's going to be a lot of options to buy spotted pigs there, and just kind of going through the listing, it looks like there's going to be a lot of competitive ones here. And Huffaker, Parker, HP brings in a pair here again that look like they can feed. This tag 34, just initial look as he comes in the gate hits me extremely hard of combining look, presence, rib shape, and then an extreme bend to his rear leg that looks like it'll never quit. And yet still he's a powerful kind of a pig there, dark pigmented. A really, really good one there, I think, from HP. Tag 91 is the bigger one, a little bit louder marked one here. Again, another one that reads useful about his rib and body. Looks like one that'll be easy to feed. He's square whenever he leaves you there as well. Again, there's going to be a lot of spots shown tonight and sold tonight that I think will be heard of. I think you need to study your lesson here, and HP brings another pair. Again, tag 94 is the smaller, dark pigmented one, the louder marked one there. Both of these are out of spot the ball. He's tag 91.
Byers comes out next. They bring us a Chester male and then a light cross male. So this Chester male is going to be lot number 5. That's 24-1. He's a Pit Wars Enterprise WD-40. The mother originated from Colson and goes back to the Sloan sow, and she's also the mother of their exchange entry earlier this summer. Again, the Chester is lot number 5. And then the light cross, the blue one here, is going to be 20-1. He's a new era, wide awake, unashamed. And his mother originated from Lackey and ties back to the 96-6 sow. That's going to be lot number 65.
Well, we'll start with the Chester here in terms of descriptions, and obviously when we talk about Byers, Todd and Mariah and their family, your mind probably goes straight to the Chester ring and what they've been able to accomplish, and for me, pretty much sets the standard. Get to sit up here with Josh, and he works very, very closely with Todd and his group and knows, probably should just let him talk on me. He said this is the best one Todd's offered, so he's doing a nice job selling them there for sure. I don't know if this one's the champion Barra or this one needs to be a boar, but he's got to be considered there, and obviously one that looks like he was positioned for this event extremely well. We talk about the Chesters, but I go to this blue one here. We already mentioned that we've got a set of judges. I don't know that it matters which judge. Last year proved whether you have a division or not, the blue ones can win. We've been saying it for several years there, and we're going to run into a set there that I think they're going to be as prevalent as any of them. This one has the feature feature, has the look, balance, and symmetry from the side there to beat regardless where the division lays there, and yet still he's stout enough about his footwork. I absolutely love his length of body and height relationship there. Again, our mind goes to the Chester in tag 5. Don't shy away from the blue one there that Todd, Mariah, the whole crew there brings in tag 65.
Next out is going to be E6. They bring us a Poland male and then a Berkshire appearing male. So the Poland male is going to be lot number 20. That's 10-4. He'll be a light years Johnny Cash. Again, the Poland's going to be lot number 20. And then the Berkshire male is 14-1. He's a king of castle, top hand Okie woman, and that one's going to be lot number 79.
Well, as I was driving down today, I had a lot of calls and said, hey, do you know what's going to be in the offering? And I said, I'm not real sure, but as I go through there, you're going to have the opportunity to buy a lot of different breeds. And it looks like we've got a variation that we go in here. And we get with Easters and E6, and we have a pole in there to kick off their offerings. And I think this is a neat pig. And in terms of just stoutness of skull, immaturity, the Polands that we have fed there, and I'm going to just be honest with you, that's pretty limited. But the Polands that we fed, they tend to have muscle. They tend to get stouter. They also tend to get a little gross up front, a little wobbly behind. And this looks like he'll be stable there. He has absolutely zero throat. He's very immature, and I think that's the way they need to start. And obviously a family that knows what it takes to get along in the breed ring. The Berkshire here comes, and he looks like one of those that fits an early Feb or a late Jan show extremely easily. Really up-fronted, tall-shouldered, extremely seamless in his transition points there, clean about his joints, and again, fundamentally extremely correct there. That one is tagged 79. The Poland there from E6 is tagged 20.
Landry, what tag is the calico? 88? 28, okay. Next out is going to be All-Star. They bring us two cross males here. So this calico that they bring us is going to be 11-1. These two are litter mates, but the -1 board there is going to be the calico. So they'll be a hang-tight Buffalo Trace. Both of them are full sibs to the champion Hamp at San Antonio in 2026. But the calico there is going to be lot number 28, and then the one that Bellamy is on, the belted one, is going to be lot number 86.
Well, again, kind of went through and reviewed the offerings, and this pair was probably one of the more, I guess, anticipated, or the ones I was excited about seeing. And, as you go through the show years, there's a lot of really good pigs that are shown. There's a lot of good pigs that are presented, and yet there's that term that's probably become cliche, but memorable is thrown around a lot. But this pig, or these pair of pigs, is related to full brother to the champion Hamp there at San Antonio, and memorable is the first thing that comes to mind. We spent all week thinking about what this pig is going to look like in the champion drive, and obviously didn't disappoint when he goes in there. Camlin had the champion blue, the champion Hamp was in there. Neither one of them ended up with the big banner. That doesn't matter. They were incredible pigs there. There is absolutely not a pig shown in the 2026 show year that was any stouter, any bigger legged, and any hairier, any more modern looking than what the full brother of this pair is. And then we've got a difference in color variation that we kick off the deal with a calico in tag 28. He mimics that barrow in terms of stoutness of skull there, even that much tidier about his throat latch. I don't know, absolutely don't know what that pig looked like, that one there at San Antonio. I'd assume there that these resemble them. That belted one looks a lot of the same in terms of his width between his eyes, stoutness of blade, stoutness us a rear leg there. Let the proof kind of be in that barrel last year, and obviously buying confidence with the one that Peaches have brought. The Calico is 28. The belted one is tag 86. Again, full sibs, champion Hampa San Antonio last year.
Next out is going to be Reigns, and they bring us a single Poland male. This is going to be 57-3. He'll be a black market coming in hot. This one's mom was responsible for making light years at 333 and the reserve Poland bear at the exposition in her first 2 litters. So he's going to be lot number 40.
We've already talked about a couple operations, and the first thing that comes to mind, but I can tell you right now, Raines Livestock, Corey Raines and his family, the minute you say it, the minute you see what's consigned, Poland's win at the highest level is what I think about, and this one looks like he's obviously positioned exactly where to be there. Corey stopped me in the back, and he said, hey, the pig and the quality is probably going to speak for himself. Make sure that you mention that the white does break the brim there up top in terms of his nose. He's got a white dot on his forehead. I'm probably going to say in the screen, and probably from the shavings and maybe some beverages last night, everybody didn't get to see them, but this pig will classify. We get past that right there. This is a good Poland pig that looks like he's got the feeding muscle texture, structure, and maturity pattern to get along. And for an extremely immature pig, he's genuine at the surface. He's stout about his skull there. Again, if you're going to show in the Poland ring, I wouldn't want to show against Rains's. This tag 40, I know they're extremely proud of there. Very, very good animal.
Get you a land race. Hey, Kel, you good? Huge, take a land race, send it home.
Next out is going to be Stork. They bring us a dark cross and then a Duroc male here. So the belted one is going to be lot number 13. That's 15-8. He'll be a naughty tricked out. Again, the belted one's going to be lot number 13. And then the Duroc male here is going to be 27-8. He's a bank on it, limited edition. Dam is a mate sister to only edition previously there at Savage. He'll be lot number 73.
Well, Macon always brings a really neat pair. I'm not going to say, or I guess I'd say it never brings a lot of numbers, but I always think they're neat to evaluate, and probably a guy that's a little more quiet than some, but I'd encourage everybody to have a conversation with them. It doesn't matter whether it's pigs, goats, regardless what livestock species it is. It seems like Macon finds a way to get them put together. Just a good stock guy, a great individual there. The kids are doing an awesome job there, and I tell you what, this crossbred comes in here in tag 13. I'm not going to say he's the fluffiest and most blowed up of the set of crossbreds that you see, but if that one doesn't trip your trigger as one that could get along in the big ring, at the big stages, and make a heavyweight barrow that's in contention, then we're probably looking at things just a bit differently there. I believe he's out of Naughty, and that boar through my travels the last month or 45 days there, boar there that's at Moyers there, that there's no sire that makes them any stouter on a consistent basis than that boar, repetitively that go. I don't know that I've seen a Naughty that's absolutely that extended up front, has that length of hip, and combined with that immature look, he still has that stoutness there. Bragging on the pig there, that's going to grab a bunch of stars for me there in tag 13. The Duroc there, that Stork Spring is tag 73. He's out of bank on it. That's at Danner's at Purple Power. I was able to see that pig there a few weeks ago. That's the hairiest pig I've ever seen. He had 5-inch hair leaning off the backside of his dew claw. He actually stepped on it a couple times as he went. That boar's done a phenomenal job there. They're stout, they're short, they're boxy, and still they're up fronted and have a neat look up front there for sure. Stork's had a lot of really good red ones, and obviously he brought this one to a live event. So in tag 73 is the red one, out of bank on it. Tag 13 out of Naughty from Stork, dark crossbred.
Next out is going to be Linder. He brings us 3 Berkshire appealing males. So the 97-4 litter, that's going to be the one that Emerson's on there in the black shorts. He'll be lot number 18. He's a king of the castle. OG, top it off. That one's grandma is a purebred Berk sow from the Laird firm. And then the other two Berkshire appearing are going to be 66 litters. They're also king of the castle. Top it off. What Berk's sister? Grandma is What Berk's sister. Bellamy, which one are you on? 77. Bellamy's going to be on 77, and then Brindley's going to be on 116.
What again, a group and a firm there that just do such an awesome job. And I've said too many times there, we kind of get in a notion of when you have an operation, you think of a breed or you think of a category or whatever. And I think Luke and Fallon and the Lindner crew is obviously established. It doesn't matter what breed, it doesn't matter what classification, it doesn't matter what show. They're going to be competitive. They have a phenomenal program there. Everybody works hard. The one thing there, they're extremely customer focused. It doesn't matter whether it's pigs or feed. They care about their customers and have them at the very top end of their priority. We've got a set of Berkshires here. All of them look like they're turnkey classifying Berkshires. They all have rib shape. Their muscle texture's right. Their skeleton is built right. What is so fun whenever you go to the Lindner farm sales and whenever Luke brings a set of pigs to a live auction away from Comfort, he brings groups of them and you're able to kind of see the consistency of things there. The other thing that probably people would take note of, we've already mentioned Houston a couple times, Austin and March shows there. Purebreds grow, and these spots these Berks are just a shot behind a few of the other ones from just a weights perspective. But I'm going to say they're going to grow and they're positioned perfectly for San Antonio. Talk to Luke, and he may argue with you just a bit. Absolutely love their balance, symmetry, proportions, skeletal build is absolutely on point. Again, love seeing what Lindner always brings there. They bring a trio of Berkshires this time to the Lackey Livestock Fall Edition show there. Again, tag 18, tag 77, and tag 116.
So I just said he Savage is gonna be out next here with the Landrace with a Landrace male and then a Duroc male here. So the Landrace is gonna be 10-2. He's a half-blood track record Schulte. And that's not Schulte. Schulte, yes. That's from Schulte. Yeah, that's gonna be lot number 25. And then the Duroc is gonna be 15-2. He's a rock hard 369 yin yang. That's gonna be lot number 84.
Well, we've got a pair of them here from Savage, and again, I get into rhythm and talk about things and firms and just whatever comes to mind. Camlin always says you sound silly on the microphone. It doesn't matter. That's there you go. When I think of Savage, I think of Hampshires and the domination that they've had. The second thing I think of is Donnie has a passion for the Duroc breed and what they've been able to do in just a very short time in the last several years there to put together a set of red ones that are just different. And then when I went to Newcastle, we kind of had a short meeting there in the Seaman Lab and talked about the website and talked about some things there. And then Todd said, hey, let's go back here. He changed shirts, and there is a set of down-eared females in the backside there that absolutely blew me away. And then I'm sure I won the first call, but Todd called and said, hey, I think I've got a landrace litter and I've got an individual that's just different. I don't know whether he's a good landrace or not, but he is a good pig. And I've seen this pig 3 times now, and I can tell you what, every time he is this stout featured, he is this big armed, he is that big legged. You're not going to find a landrace that burly, that stout, that manly, and yet still his front passion looks like it's right. His length of body looks like it's right. He classifies easy there. Again, Denver, San Antonio, wherever you want to go, a phenomenal one. Like I said, Donnie's passion there on the red side is very, very good. It's fun to talk to Donnie. They've got a boar there called Rock Hard. That's one of the more impressive individuals to see there in boar studs. There, he is stout. He is square. He's got crossbred shape up top. He's got a big square sternum. His joint work is right there. The other night, I was sitting. I heard my phone ding about 11:30, and it was from Todd. He said, "I'm excited about you seeing 15-2. That's the red one there. Again, he is tag 84. The land race is tag 25.
Do you know who this is? Show Dynamics? Yeah, okay. Oh, did he? Okay, so next out is going to be Show Dynamics, Josh Carter. That's going to be 2-6, dark cross male. He'll be a stranglehold snapback, back slap out of the 91-liter sow purchase from Lackey Livestock in 2024. She was the reserve champion dark cross at the 2025 RGVLS Breeding Gilt Show, shown by Jace Barras. So that one's going to be lot number 58.
Well, again, as Weston said, Show Dynamics is the firm's name. Josh Carter and his family are behind it, and originated way down south in the Rio Grande Valley. And I know Josh really well. He was one of my first employees, and just an awesome individual. And actually was with his uncle last night there at Todd's pig sale, and one of the great ag teachers of the state and really of the nation there. And I was excited to see what he brought. If you read the pedigree, stranglehold on a snapback, back slap, sow there. Another individual there that is building a program, doesn't have a ton of sow numbers, but really customer focused. He does an awesome job in my area in terms of servicing customers and having pigs that just feed and just work. I don't know that we're going to see any pig, regardless of breed, crossbred that comes, that's any looser, more flexible, and more comfortable in their skeleton than what this pig 58 is right here. Looks like he classifies as a hamp to me. Runs with the crosses there. Again, it looks like you could hammer down on the feed bucket. Immature and still has shape up top and a skeleton that won't quit. Again, tag 58 is the entry from Show Dynamics.
Well, next out is going to be Albus here, 9-3, dark cross male. He's going to be a Hallelujah stud monkey. His mom was shown by the Cud kids last year and was reserve cross at Terry County. That's going to be lot number 35.
Hey, good job driving a pig. Straight face
Ever.
season.
Albus is in next, and obviously a family there that is no stranger to winning banners at the highest level. And I hope that you're able to come and talk to Mason. And he's one of those guys there that, regardless of age or regardless of how long we've been doing it, you just can't help but want the guy to get along. His passion for the show pig deal there. Cody will talk a lot. Listen to Mason. And this pig right here, I know they're extremely proud of here. Brought Cam in on the stick. She kind of had a slow go to get this one going, but I know they like this pig. And again, Rich with the Brockman genetics as we come in here. This one is so immature up front and yet stout about his skull. Again, I hate pigeonholing things, but has a signature Brockman look about his head, neck, and ear set. And then from there back, that arm shape, that levelness design, levelness of hip, and for one that's that level about his hip design, cranked that high about his tail root. He's got a long hip structure. He's so functional and with a great big hind leg there for sure. He's one of those there that as we went through the pen, I thought he's awesome looking. He's going to be even better outside. Again, I don't like to pigeonhole things. Barras, boars, wherever we go, this one better be real high there. Albus's entry there is tag 35. I invite you to go back there and check him out. Very good individual here.
Next out is going to be Wilbur, and they bring us 2 litter mates, both blue ones, so they're both going to be 30 litters. They're going to be seeing things tricked for past the hat. So the past the hat grandma would be the mother of White Elephant. Jay Davis's multiple-time Grand Award Reserve, and Wolka's multiple-time Grand Award Reserve, along with several other competitive ones. Brinley over here in the pink shirt is going to be on lot number 99, and then Cheetah Pants is going to be on lot number 48.
Well, my good buddy Wilbur brings a pair of blues that I can tell you, I've been there 3 times. We had a big online sale a couple weeks ago or 10 days ago that went very successfully. But these pigs have been absolutely off limits. They were going to Lackey's from the very beginning, and I tried pretty hard there as we go. But then also my family, Grant and Sarah, just do such a phenomenal job there in Cherokee, and my crew and my family have definitely benefited from their operation and their focus, and I can't say it enough. And again, this isn't blowing smoke or trying to be a sales pitch there. If you like them, if you're gravitated to a Wilbur pig, they're going to feed. That set of females, that set of sows is just absolutely awesome. They do things right there. And again, we had a litter of blues that come in here from Wilbur, out of seeing things. We talked about the south side. I don't know if I've ever seen a pen of them that were this stout-legged, this dense ribbed, that dense muscled, but also had the right kind of muscle pattern and the right kind of structure to feed there. I talked to Blake several times there in the back, and he said, well, where does this one go? Who does this one fit, and what show does this one need to go to? I said, again, I've seen them 3 times. It doesn't matter who's judging. Doesn't matter at the category. They're going to work really well. They end up starting with the dash 3 there, and again, he's tagged 48. The dash 1 is tagged 99. Again, I sound like a broken record. I've seen them 3 times. I've had these pigs switched and flopped every time I've gone there. I might even do today. But the 30 litters was an exciting litter. Again, we're marked for this sale from a phenomenal program there. Wilbur Genetics in Cherokee, Oklahoma, tag 48 and tag 99.
Maze is going to bring out a spot male and then a dark cross male here. So the spot male is going to be 18-6. That's a spot the ball mattress pad. Mattress pad sow is the mother of Big Deal that Laird purchased last fall for $22,000. That one's going to be lot number 38. And then the black one here, the dark cross, is going to be 10-9. He's a naughty end game. She would have produced the Bridges Family Reserve Grand at Texas National a couple of years ago. That one's going to be lot number 94.
We'll definitely talk about the spot first as their lead off here from Mays and KP. And I'm going to say that Jarrett wrote the footnotes because if Cade would have, he could have gone on and on and on about the accolades that the spots have had there from their firm. And driving down again, I looked at a lot of pictures. This spot right here that Mays and KP's offers in lot 38 was the only one that I actually showed Camelin and said, hey, look at this little guy here. And we always say funny things there. And go, and I said this one kind of gives me the wiggles, and you know, I know that sounds silly, but this pig's awesome. His skull is awesome, his rib is awesome, his running gear is awesome, his maturity pattern and length of body is absolutely perfect for a Poland Barra. And again, I've said it too many times, if that one doesn't have boar quality written on him, I don't know what does. But a really, really good one there from an established firm on the spot side of things in 38. Tag 94 is their crossbred entry there. He's out of naughty. I've already told you what I've seen in the naughty pigs there, but this sock-footed one here looks a lot the same. Length of body, shape up top. I don't know if you're able to see on screen. Hopefully you're able to get close enough in person. That is a big, broad back in one, and looks like a naughty in terms of stoutness of bone and squareness of build there for sure. So again, an awesome pair here. Jarrett was able to come. I was surprised we got him off of a cruise ship or out of a pool there, or out of vacation there. He does a good job on that, but he did a job with a good pair of pigs. 38's the spot. 94 is the black sock-footed crossbred.
Next out is going to be Steel here. They bring us a dark cross male, 29. What? Oh, they scratched. Okay. So Rutledge. Which one's this? Is this 41? Okay. Excuse me. Next out's going to be Rutledge. So this is lot number 41, dark cross male 9-3. He's a Wintex 307, an absolute cruel.
Well, starting a couple years ago, I'd say, well, here's Rutledge Reds, and now we've got it listed as just Rutledge. Says he's going to change his logo to Rutledge Reds and crosses there. But last two sales, we've had crossbreds that have been really good. Beanie's one of my absolute favorite people in the barn, and I can tell you what, he does things for the right reason. He puts females there that work. He associates with people that he believes in, and whether it be Durocs or whether it be crosses, he's built an operation with pigs that'll feed. This pig comes in here, and obviously the Wintex boar, absolute cruel on the bottom side, but regardless his pedigree, that's one of the taller shoulders, crisper backed ones that we've seen so far. I saw him in the pen there when I was kind of giving him heck about being across this time, and I said, that is one dark pigmented, hairy kind of a pig there, and he said, yeah, we've been working to make them look like they need to win, and this one looks like it. Josh and I have talked a lot about the ones that are positioned right, not for the middle of August, for the middle of February. I think this one looks like he's going to be a feeding kind for sure. Again, dark cross from Rutledge Reds, tag 41.
How many are in there? Is that 6? Lot 6? Okay. Next out's going to be Fontenot. They bring us this dark cross male, which is 15-4. This is going to be lot number 6. He's an in the fire trick daddy.
Okay, we kind of bring our Cajuns here together, and we've got Fontenot's lead off here in lot number 6 there, and again a 15-liter male out of In the Fire. I believe we're going to bring a pair of In the Fires next, and that's a sire that I probably told as many people about that. Hey, you better have this one on the radar. They're just a little different, and I haven't seen just a ton of them. Maybe 24 total pigs there. I don't know how many litters that has been, but John sold another In the Fire that I think's mates to these next ones that are come there at Brockman's sale last week, and they fit that description. Again, huge back legs, big and hard muscled up top, but still a bendy functional back leg. They've got a wild and exotic look up front. I've said in every single preview, I'll say it forever, John Fontenot Farms like bone before bone was cool, so it's bred in them for sure. This is their lead off, 15-4. Tag number 6.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, not fucking Los Angeles.
I didn't say Los Angeles yesterday. Just double check it. Hey, Brindley, which one are you on? Okay. Fontenot brings us another 2 litter mate males, both 29 litters. So Brindley, the more traditional the wider belted one is going to be 29-9. That's lot 66. Both of these are going to be In the Fire, out for bloods. Again, the wider belted one is going to be lot number 66. And then the thinner off belted one is going to be lot number 11, also a 29 litter. That's going to be the -4.
Already referenced it a couple times there, but again, another pair from Fontenot out of In the Fire on an out the blood sow. One of my absolute favorite pigs actually sold this summer was last week there at Josh's gilt sale that's now turned into a barrow sale, but a really good individual there. But we've got a pair here. Again, same description as what we talked about before. They may be even chubbier, denser, and more advanced about their center body and mass there. Again, I think this In the Fire deal has a little different tick to it. I think Fontenot there made it click extremely good. Again, a trio here. This is a pair of litter mates that came out of a really strong litter. We've got tag 66 and tag 111.
Hey, who's on lot 53? Oliver Farms here comes out next with 2 Duroc males. So the bigger one is going to be lot number 53. That's 3-3. He's a Little John. Here's the deal. Mom would have raised the reserve Division II Duroc at Houston a few years back. And then the one that the younger man's on is going to be lot 104. That's 82-3. He's also a Little John, and then he'll be a Grandmaster Trixie. This sour is the reserve Duroc Barrow to Angelo last year, 4th overall Division II Barrow and Expo at 20 and 25, and the 3rd overall Duroc at the Indiana State Fair in 2024.
We keep bringing our Cajun friends in here in the ring and kind of get them all in masses. They kind of group together anyway. We've got maybe the loudest one and the one that also fits into the Duroc breed, and one, though, that is fun to visit with. Very passionate about the Duroc side of things there. And as Weston read those winners, it was probably a short list of what they've actually done there. Again, I'm not going to break them down individually. I think difference other than size, I think they mimic each other. They're green and immature. Their shoulder and knee is setting them right. Their muscle texture is right. They blend really good in their top line. I can tell you this tag 53 that Colby is on, we're middle of August and we're already starting to talk, and there's a little chatter about March shows. If you're still looking for a Denver, Fort Worth one, the one that needs to show late Jan, early Feb there's not any of them available anymore. This one needs to be on your list, not just because of size. That's a really good pig there that I would suspect they held back there here for Lackey sale. The little guy there looks like he could feed into San Antonio, San Angelo, wherever you want to go. They're both out of Little John. Again, height the shoulder, immature look, clean about their joints there, and the reason that Oliver tends to get along there in the end on the Duroc side of things really represents some things. Again, it's neat to see 2 pigs, different litters that are different sizes that resemble each other that closely. Their lead off is tag 53, 104 is the smaller one.
You want a beer? Josh.
Next out's going to be Terrio, that brings us a pair of litter mates. So lot number 106 is going to be the wide belted one with white there running down his butt. And then the thinner belted one is going to be lot 57. So they're going to be stone cold buckle ups. Their grandmother is Unrivaled's half sister. They've had a first place at Austin for the Ham Crew, reserve grand at the Southwest District in Louisiana, and raised grand commercial gilt to LSU that they bought for $25,000. So the dash one is going to be the thinner belted one. That's going to be lot number 57. And then the wider belted one with white running down his butt is going to be lot 106.
Another family that I can't say enough about. We've got Austin as the representative here, but I can tell you what, if his parents were here, they would be the ones I gravitate to and visit with. Just salt of the earth people that do things right. And again, like I've said, whenever I talked about Beanie, just associate with people they believe in, good people, build programs as you go through here. And we bring a pair of litter mates from Terrio. Gabe Swallow is one of my very best friends, and as we kind of grew things there on the King side, King's Pick Sale side, he said, Gabe called me and said, hey, I ain't coming if Jeff Terrio comes, and that's how much he believes in them. The one LSU, and obviously the list there that Weston listed there. We've got a pair of them out of Stone Cold. Buckle up. That pedigree reads stout. It reads hairy. It reads as those that can win at the highest level there in the end there. Again, Grandma's a half-sister to Unrivaled's there, and again, an awesome pair of them. We've got a Hampshire classifying one there that Austin is driving in tag 57. The chromed up crossbreds maybe just a shot more immature, but the same pattern in tag 106 there. I can tell you, any of those things that Terrio brings, that the Louisiana crew brings, are going to be stout. They're going to have look and presence. They're going to be backed by show gilts that won probably at LSU. Again, awesome people there. Hope you're able to visit with them there in the back there. Great pair by Terrio, again, 57 and 106.
Rock is going to be out next with a dark cross male and then a pair of Berkshire males. So the dark cross male comes out first here. It's going to be lot number 37. He's going to be 8-1. He'll be an Unrivaled Woke. Mother was a high dollar purchase out of last year's top shelf sale. And yes, he'll be lot number 37.
Well, I was hoping he would split the trio up as they came in here. And again, I talked about looking at pictures on Facebook, got a few Snapchats, and yet not one text and not one phone call that's happened in the last 48 hours hasn't mentioned this pig. And again, he's one of those, we can all describe him, we can all talk about him, we can all break him down and go through there. He's a memorable pig there. When he was absolutely the first pig I saw go to the wash rack, got chills at the back of my neck as we kind of go in there. I guess he looks like a boar to me. I would sure absolutely hate to show against him. It takes pigs that look like this to win at the highest level. It takes legs like this to be those boars that generate there. Again, Grant, his family, the tradition that they have there, but an awesome individual, not only in the pig, but in the people. I know they're very, very proud of this one. We're just taking up airtime. Hopefully you're able to see this one. I can't tell you how good this pig is. In tag 37, this is the first one from Rocca.
Rocca's to Berkshire males come out next. So the one that Emerson's going to be on there in the black shorts is going to be lot number 93. That's 11-4. Both of these males are going to be upward top hands. They had the champion at LSU, the champion at Lackey District, and the reserve champion in the Southwest District. And then the one that Bellamy's on there in the jeans is going to be lot number 118. That's 9-3.
I said I wanted to break them up, and you're probably thinking that was that the crossbred could kind of be elevated and go, but it was actually because we needed to have the Rocca Burks in here. I talk about operations, the first things that need to come to mind there, and if you'll look on KV Ventures, if you look on CCI, if you look on the Lackey's page there, to see the descriptions and the list there. Weston needs to paraphrase and doesn't need to just list all the winners, but if you see that big paragraph of what the Rocca program has done in the Berkshire Ring, it is absolutely unmatched for many, many years. And then closer to heart and closer to myself there, my crew and the guys that I associate with, haul with, and go with have benefited from it. In fact, last year, the Smith family had the champion there at Houston that came from Rocca's. I actually bought two of them there that day at the parlay. One of them went on to be the champion. You saw the Sly name come up several times there. More importantly and more recently, and what we actually see in the ring here, we've got the Rocca sow herd, the Rocca family back in this pair of Berkshires with Upward on top. And if you haven't seen what Upward has done, that boar that's laying at 66 Ventures, then he absolutely has been in a rock. I don't know which show he's gone that he hasn't skipped, having champion or reserve champion Berkshire or both there. Again, close your eyes, buy Berkshire if you're wanting to show in that arena. You've got a phenomenal sire on top of a phenomenal sow herd here. Rocca absolutely loaded for bear with their trio here. Their Berkshires are tag 93 and tag 118.
Atchison comes out next with a dark cross male. He'll be lot number 27, 16-3. He'll be an ambush, 30-3 all-out war. This one's sired by the on-prowl son Ambush, who's housed at Mox. His grandma is one of the 3 28-liter all-out war sows at their place, making her a mate sister to Dog Eat Dog, Nightcap, and Public Enemy's mother.
Next, we've got Corey Atchison, and I can blame Jackie. She was distracted to me. I don't know exactly what we said about the pig, but what I do know is that Corey Atchison down there on the coast has been an absolute tear in the bear gilt ring, but more so boars. I'm going to say population of sows in a location and number of years, he out percentages everybody in the country. And I know that there's several laying across there, and again, associating with people people that do just a phenomenal job. Corey, his dad, his family, can't say enough about the people they are. He showed a few pigs there that we raised a few times and got to know him when he was a youngster there. He said his last year that he showed was Caden's first year. This is Caden's last year here, so he said he felt old. This is a good pig, and I know I get on a tangent there. Ambush on 30-3. I know on the bottom side of things there and probably on the top side, very rich in terms of the mock show hogs pedigrees there. But this is another very green, very immature pig there that is so sound and so comfortable. Hopefully you can see on screen, typically they don't come that immature, that up fronted, that big of a back leg, and he has an absolutely huge tail root in a pig there for this particular size there. Again, awesome family, awesome pedigree. He's proven that we're going to not only put boars in boar studs, but boar studs that are boars that go ahead and produce and have a big impact there. There's a very good one that Corey brings there. He's tagged 27.
I don't even know. So Brockman brings us one here, a dark cross male, 41-6. He's in the fire new season. This one's mother is a mate to Albus's class winner at Austin a couple years back. Kendall Shackelford's Reserve Division 1 at San Antonio. And this one's going to be lot number 9.
I should have said.
Brockman just brings a single entry as we come, and I actually saw kind of a 3/4 away from you video of Cam pulling this pig to make a picture. And to be real honest with you, I said, I asked Caden, I said, why aren't we keeping that pig for y'all to show? And his response was that Josh isn't going to get beat. We're going to a live sale, and he wants to take the best one we have to offer. And obviously here. I've already told you what I think of In the Fire. Whenever Fontenot's pigs were coming out here, and this one comes with even just a little different wrinkle there. Height the shoulder, just squareness of build. And there's not a point on the body of this off-belted pig there that's not square. He's up front and arrogant, has a Brockman look up front. He's got a squareness of pin set. From his immaturity up front, his muscle texture behind, he looks like one of those that could go ahead and feed to Denver. He looks like you go to Fort Worth, and obviously it's tough to get a 300-pounder there by San Antonio, so I think he's got a big feeding window there. Very, very good pig here. Brockman obviously needs no introduction or no accolades there. This one is tag number 9.
What is Hail Mary? That's based on the blue pig.
Corb comes out next here with 2 cross males. The belted one is the one we're going to start off with. That's their lead off. He'll be lot number 30, 32-5. He's a Hail Mary promotion. That dam raised shock value at Premium Blend in her first litter, and Hail Mary is the stud monkey's son at Danner's that they raised. And then their blue one here is going to be 29-3. That's lot number 88. He'll be a blacklist all out. Dam Ray's feeling dangerous in her first litter. She's a 57-litter sow, which makes her a mate to the Grand Bear at Expo, Team Purebred, MLE, and Reserve at Louisville. The 57s were voted Pig Planet Litter of the Year.
Again, a firm there in Ohio that does just such an awesome job of getting pigs there that not only look good at this particular stage of the game, but also look like they can make big pigs that actually feed and go. I don't know over the last couple of years anybody that's been more successful, like Weston just said, Pig Planet Litter of the Year or Breed of the Year. I'm not sure exactly which one it was there, but a big accolade there that voted on the peers because of the repetitive success there. We get here, we get sidetracked. All of these previews get long, but I tell you what, this blue one comes in and absolutely will knock your socks off for look, presence, roundness of body. Everybody gripes about pigs that can't get to a big status, can't get to a heavyweight category, and they're just slow growing and don't work. This pig looks like he'll grow. He's got the length of body, length of hip, extension to do so, but more important to me, that shape to his forerib carries consistently to his flank there. That's a good feeding pig. I think a really, really good one. Obviously, David starts off with a belted one. He's got some far outreaching pieces there. You get him at a 3/4. His hip and upper pin set is absolutely massive. He's broad up top. He's big down low. He's got a really good look up there and looks like a cord pig there if you're going to pigeonhole in terms of just look and presence there for sure. So again, an awesome pair there by Corb. The lead off is the belted one. He's out of Hail Mary that they raised. It sits there at Danner's there. He's tag 30. The blue one there is tag 88.
Keplinger comes out with a pair of white males, both 32 litters. So these are going to be an optic. Hold on tight. They go back to the champion and third overall light cross at Ohio in 2024, and it would also be the Blue Chew. So Emerson there in the black shorts is going to be on lot number 69, and then the other one's going to be their lead off, which is lot number 8.
Well, we get to come to a lot of live sales in Texas and Oklahoma this time of the year, and I always kind of guess what people are going to bring. We've always said that kind of people tend to bring the same kind. There as we go, same size, same makeup. I guess I would have lost a lot of bets that said the Keplinger is going to bring 2 white ones, but they look like the same style. As we come in here, a pair of litter mates. This optic deal, honestly, in the last 2 weeks, I've seen a lot of optics. Every one of them are stout. They're burly, they're muscular, they still have a good look, and they're square and boxy. We've actually been putting a few of those on feed the last 10 days or so, and I've told guys there that those are those pigs that I think they'll be heard about when we come. We come in a pair of litter mates there, obviously a different version or color than what Keplinger's brought here recently, set as many records as anybody, won as many as anybody there, but they look the same as those belted ones there. This blue, the white one that's got a couple blue dots on his top there might be in tag 8 the stoutest skulled, biggest armed, and biggest ended one that we've seen regardless of color. And then we've got the white, and I think he looks solid white here, that comes in here with the litter mate that's just a little even looser, even a little longer muscle there. Bid with confidence, it doesn't matter. Again, I made the comment when we very first started with Halfin, it seems like if they touch it, it turns to gold. I'd say there's nothing more true about Keplinger here lately. This is tag 8 and tag 69. Optic sired pigs there. Look like they classify Yorkshire to me from Keplinger.
Well, Weston bailed on me for a second here, but Bowden comes in, and I would say there's probably not a better time that I could pick up the mic. I'd like to get off the mic here in a second and study these real quickly. Bowden Lot 10, Dark Cross Male, 96-4, all access, wide awake backdrop. Sal would be the mother of a smooth operator, premium blend, the $49,000 King's Pig from last fall. Lot 70, Dark Cross Male, 96-6. Another litter mate there that we've got. And then lot 113, Dark Cross Male, 80-1, always buckle up, Kingpin. This mother would have raised Wilson's Grand at San Antonio last year.
Well, every one of us ringside, and if we've done it for any time, and I guess there's really no other reason that we're here than trying to win a Texas major, and yet this firm's done it twice in very recent history there, and obviously they're focused to do so. They bring pigs that have those intangibles. They bring pigs that have those extras to get just that much further, and I've made a comment about a couple other ones there that I've gotten text about, and I actually received 2 texts in a row that all they said was Bowden question mark, and I'm assuming that meant there's a pig that people are excited about, or maybe even a trio as they come in here. Dense about their hair coat, shaggy, big-legged, awesome presence there. If you remember the pig they sold at King's last year, I would just say if you're in attendance, you remember that particular pig there for sure, and that pig was obviously a very, very memorable one. Ended up being named Smooth Operator as he came, and I think he fit that description there. Again, those are a pair of litter mates that were traced back to that lineage there. And then the always sired pig there in 113 has the same mother that raised the Grand at San Antonio. We'd all say the toughest bear show that there is to win, and he did it just last year. And so, again, we get on the microphone, we talk them, we could break each one of them down individually. It looks like they have those same intangibles that allow them to win at the biggest levels. Still, at the same time, their bone's big, their back shape is huge, their presence is big, and again, I'd hope that you're able to evaluate them in the ring here. You're able to kick them out there in the back and choose your favorite. Hopefully, you're able to get a buy them and get on feed. Again, this is Bowden in the ring. We've got a pair of all accesses. They're litter mates. They're tag 10 and tag 70, and again, the one that's sired by Always back on the mother of the Grand at San Antonio is tag 113.
Next out is Underdog that brings us a white one here, 17-4. He'll be a Seeing Things, Keep It Cool. Mother was champion light cross at Parker County a few years ago, and he'll be lot number 51.
Well, Underdog comes in, and this is kind of an operation, Mason Garner and his family that I remember. I guess I'm that old, and we were participating with the deal. I remember when Underdog entered the show market and had the name, and I've told Mason once before, I don't know if he remembered for sure, we need to change the name. You're not an underdog by any means, because one of the tougher groups, one of the tougher firms there to beat as they go repetitively when they come to shows. More importantly, we come to a solid white pig there, and there's not a breed or a category that I'm not more intrigued about than the Yorkshire classifying deal at Texas Majors, and also more frustrated to be able to find pigs that not only classify but work and can compete at the highest level. I saw this pig there. I think AJ put him maybe on his Snapchat there, and I thought that's one that we need to take note of there from Underdog. Out of Seeing Things, it's done just a phenomenal job there. It says is the mother of the champion light cross at Parker County there in Weatherford. If that's a county fair that you haven't attended or haven't seen there, it's positioned in June, but it is a fun one to watch. Tons of competitive livestock people across all species there, and not an easy county to win. This pig from the side absolutely epitomizes balance, look, and symmetry there. Top line is level, bottom line is level, and every point is very, very good in terms of the way he transitions. I think he looks like a powerful pig there that's still elegant up front, and the right time length of body and maturity combination there. Again, awesome pig there, solid white, looks like needs absolutely no work done at this particular point to classify as a Yorkshire. He is tagged 51.
Well, JDF brings us a pair here, Chester male and then a spot male. So the Chester male is going to be their leadoff, which is lot number 21. That'll be 23-2. He's a Big Sky Wham. He would have sired Rocks and Stones champion Chester Bear at Denver, along with numerous class winners here in Texas. And then the spot male is going to be 44-6. He's a Spot the Ball Amplify, and he'll be lot number 80.
Well, a pair from JDF and a firm there. I don't know exactly where they rank. I probably don't look at it close enough in terms of the certified Texas bred points deal and tabulation as we go. But they were way, way, way high up. And I think for their breed category, probably won, or number of sows won. But it doesn't matter what breed it is. It doesn't matter crossbred deal. Jared, his family, the whole group just does such an awesome job. I tell you what, we've already said several times, to win at the highest level, you have to look different. Guys, this is a different looking Chester. That is a long front end, a clean crest. I don't know of any breed that we've seen one any longer hip than that. Not only at the top of their hip, but from her stifle back, he's got bend to his rear leg. And then when you get them that bendy, most of the time they can't pull their leg behind their tail root, and this one does that there. His rear skeleton is absolutely ideal. That is a whale of a Chester pick there. First time I've seen them. I know their reputation there at JDF, but tag 21 better be very, very high. Spot pig, I said there's a lot of spots out here. This spot, the ball boar, whenever I went and viewed the boars there at Premium Blend, obviously piles of good ones regardless of breed and crossbred, but that pig, I was sitting next to two very prominent breeders, said that spot, the ball boar, makes me want to have spot sows. That boar makes me want to breed my white down-eared sows to that boar. We get everyone from JDF on the spot side out of that individual there. He is tag 80. Again, the Chester is tag 21.
Well, M&S Livestock bring us to here a Berkshire appearing male and then a cross male. So the Berkshire appearing male is going to be lot number 36, 11-9. He's moving up, top it off about time. The mom there would be the Stiver family's reserve grand purebred at the grandstand and a class winner at San Antonio. And then the dark cross male is going to be lot number 92. That's 18-3. He's a gut punch, 99 problems, quite frankly. Mom is the mother of Weston's reserve champion Hamp at Fort Worth last year, as well as the mate sister to the Askew family's reserve Division I gilt at Kerrville in 2024.
Jacob and Owen bring a pair of them here. We call it M&S Livestock there, and you know, and again, not making fun of anything or being offensive. I've probably seen more videos on Snapchat and on Facebook of these two than any of them that would come. And I can tell you what, I don't know, Owen or Jacob, the pigs are better in person than they are on video. Particularly this Berkshire pig, he's very, very good. And I think a pig there, if you get a front view as he's coming right at you. He's not only wide and broad about his chest and his blade, he's flat about his sternum, he's big and square in his mid-blade and upper body, he's round about his rib cage, and then again a Berkshire that his muscle lays on his body where he can still hook up right in his jump muscle. He's still clean about his joints there, and again, you feed them. There's a lot of better feeders in the country there. That one looks like a mid-weight kind of a Berkshire barrow that going to get along at the highest level, and then his rib, body, and chest is going to stay very, very true. The crossbred pig here that comes from M&S, again, I think another one that, again, out of gut punch, 99 problems on the bottom side, looks like one that'll feed. Roundness of rib, consistency of body, the right maturity there. That is a big square pin set if you get in behind him there. White comes too far back to be a Hampshire. That don't matter. As a crossbred, I think he's going to be pretty good. Again, Jacob and Owen bring a nice pair right here. The Berkshire is their lead off. He is tag 36. The crossbred male is tag 92.
Hey, who's on 39? Okay. Schleich comes out next with a pair of dark cross males. Bellamy's going to be on their lead off, which is lot number 39. He'll be 26-5. He's a Diablo all night. And then Emerson there in the black shorts is going to be on lot number 95, which is 28-1. He's also a Diablo, but he's a lot one. Gussie, mom would have raised the Voss Bear that won a bunch in Oklahoma last year.
We'll obviously have more relationship, more association, and more knowledge about the Sly Farms group than anyone in the sale, or probably anywhere in the country. There, Dan and Rachel do such an awesome job. And the one thing about Dan is he doesn't get nervous and he ain't dumb. But he was nervous about this 26-liter pig coming, and he sent Blaze to take care of him there. So again, out of Diablo on an all-night sow, he is. in terms of just female investment, has absolutely done as much as anybody in the country. This Diablo boar, if you haven't watched him if you watched his farm sale last week, I know KV tends to put out just kind of the boars as they kind of grossed and went through and sold on a public auction setting there. It changes every week. I don't know what the report's going to look like, but Diablo surely is going to be at the top end because that farm sale was absolutely incredible. And yet this 26 litter barrel in tag 39, they saved back there at Fayetteville to come here to Lackey's. Again, sent Blaze to take care of them there. He told me last night as I left Gary's there, hey, make sure you take care of my pig. I think he's real good. Tag 91 is also out of Diablo. The bottom side reads Lot 1 Gussie. Gussie had a lot of names. She was Honey when she sold in Oklahoma, raised by Wilbur, showed by the Garrett Weldon clan there. We ended up buying her as the 4th overall. She was champion lightweight, 4th overall there at OIE for a good chunk of money. Those pigs feed. I know he's nervous about the 26 liter pig. Tag 95 would be the one that I would buy if I had the most confidence there in terms of pedigree. Really neat pair. Obviously, an awesome firm there. Won Austin last year and is going to be heard from a lot there. Sly Farms, tag 39, tag 95.
Hey, who's on 50? Carter. Carter, let me know who's on 54. Wazoon comes out next with a pair of spot litter mates, both 11 litter boars. They'll be a Silent Night Titan. So the mom is the mate to the champion Barrett Angelo when Hogue judged. Bellamy will be on their leadoff there, lot number 54, and then Emerson's going to be on their second one, which is lot 105.
Well, we have a pair of them here from Wazoon and another family operation that it doesn't matter what breed. White crossbred, we come in the spots, we come in the Yorkshire classifying, we go in the blues, we get some of the other ones there. Just an awesome set of brothers that do a phenomenal job there. And again, we come in here. I didn't make the initial kind of soft walkthrough last night, and we kind of came in mid-afternoon. It was hot. Pigs were laying down. I didn't get them all up, so this is the first time that I'm seeing them, but this is a good pair of spots right here for sure. The pair of litter mates out of Silent Night. Obviously, the boar that we just talked about that sits at Crossroads has just sired the world record-setting pig there for Jennings there online. I think just the night before online, he sold another extremely high dollar one there. But we've got a pair of them that look like they would feed. Their muscle texture, their rib shape, their width of the chest, and for wide-chested spot pigs there, they're still really good about their front end. Their elbow sits in their body where it needs to. They're not going to get all screwed up and wonky up front there. They, again, look like boar prospects. They also look like one of those, you take the seeds out and you're able to handle the feed bucket. They're extremely good there. Again, we've got tag 54 is the smaller one. The other one there here is a litter mate. He's tag 105. Take your pick of the kind you like to feed, your destination there. Wazoo brings an awesome pair. And again, not blowing smoke. These two hit me way hard for the spotted breed here. Out of Silent Night, tag 54 and tag 105.
MC Hart brings us a pair of two here, Berkshire appearing male and then a white one. So the Berkshire appearing male is going to be their lead off, which is lot number 46. He's a to the moon top hand bad negotiator. That's 11-5. The sow raised the champion Burke Bear at Houston in 2024, and the sow was a grandma to the champion Burke Bear at Austin in 2023. And then the white one's going to be lot number 98, 16-2. He's a true swam Tarantino. She is the grandma to the champion Light Cross at Texas Elite there in 2025.
MT Hart, Matt and Taylor and crew there, and Marion, obviously a phenomenal job there across all of them. Again, another family, another operation that has done such a great job of building sow herds, being so customer focused and involved, and the guys that that buy the pigs from them there. We've actually, from our family, have reaped a lot of the success there from Matt and Taylor, and just some of our absolute favorite people there to deal with and to go with. And I know other families share that same sentiment there. We start with a Berkshire, and obviously out of the sow that raised the champion Burke at Houston. She's obviously extremely relevant. We talk about pigs that just have a feeding look about them. He is so scripted about his jawline. His rib shape is awesome. He's just absolutely parallel in his lines. His top line, his body line, bottom line reach and fit exactly the same. His rear leg flexibility is awesome. One time Condi came to the house. We were trying to read some Berks, and he said, I'm telling you, they're going to do nothing but get grosser looking up front. They're going to do nothing to get fatter and rounder. This pig's not going to be fat and round. He looks like he's going to win there to me. They start out with him, and I say that because in this sale, I probably put no emphasis on sale order, because this Yorkshire classifying one out of truce that NT Hart brings is absolutely one of the highlights for me as we study pictures, as we study come in here. He's got a huge front foot. He's got a big caboose as he leaves you. He's big bodied. He looks immature and looks like on his way up, and looks like he'd be a man come in February there. Again, Yorkshire classifying male, truce, Wham, Tarantino on the bottom side. Read the pedigree, read what they've done there, not only on the Barra side, but at Texas Elite. That white one is tagged 98. The Berkshire is tagged 46.
Atkins comes out next with a set of 3 here. Their dot cross, their belted one is going to be their leadoff, which is lot number 11. That'll be 37-5. He's a quite special, buckle up, play it cool. His mom was highly successful for Dylan Edwards a summer ago in the state of Indiana. Then their white one is going to be lot number 114. Yeah. Yes, their light cross, their white one's going to be lot number 114. That's 29-4. He is seeing things, rude awakening, follow me, family ties. This pig was a crip, and he has been fixed. And then their Berkshire appearing male is going to be 38-1. That's lot number 71. He's a no-brainer. Top it off. Mama tried. This mom is a mate to the champion Burke Barrett North American in 2024.
Well, Alec brings a trio here, all of different variation and different kinds and classification, obviously. But what's similar there is they're backed by a guy that I absolutely don't know anybody that has more passion about this show pig deal than Alec, that wants to win more, that has absolutely torn a swath through the United States more than Alec in a short matter of time there. And I can tell you what, it's not from a lack of effort, from the late night texts to the early morning snaps there of him being in the barn and things that he's trying to contemplate and go through there. Alec is absolutely second to none. He starts with this dark cross one and tag 11 here, out of quite special there, and a boar there, or I guess a boar pig there that I'd say is very, very special. Elite from the side, height the shoulder, neck attachment, length the body. That is a huge tail that's set on top of his hip there. Very, very functional. Looks like he's built for the long haul there for sure. Go with the other crossbred on the light cross side of things there. We've talked about seeing things a couple times. That seeing things more on the white cross, Yorkshire classifying. In this particular case, on the blue one, is always going to make them stout and dense. We haven't seen one tonight that's that immature up front, that slick-necked, and that raw in terms of his upper shape there. Love his rib shape. Love the bend to his rear leg. And then on the Berkshire classifying side of things there. On the purebred side, I don't know how many champions Alec has had there in the last 2 years, but it's a whole bunch. And I actually saw a couple Facebook posts there just at Illinois State Fair, Indiana State Fair there. He's winning there currently. He did last year. And I know the guys in the Midwest on the purebred side say that they have to feed one from Alec on the Berkshire side. And then we put the no-brainer crossbred boar that sits at Halfin on the top side, makes a southwest spin to things there, and it looks like it definitely worked there. Again, the Berkshire classifying one that Alec Atkins brings here is tag 71. The belted one is tag 11. That's his leadoff. The light crossbred one is tag 114.
Denhart comes out next with a pair of cross males. Their leadoff is going to be the thin belted one. That's lot 23, 40-4. He's a Clarity wide-eyed soul. His mom came from Ogle and is the Bowman Gilt that won numerous shows last year, including their county fair. And then the other one, the wider belted one, is going to be lot 82. That's 39-2. Always roll call, quite frankly. Grandma would be the mother of the popular $41,000 crip from the opener last year, and great-grandma would be Relentless's mom.
Well, again, we talk about families a whole bunch, and I've known Randy and Jackie, Jamie and Austin for a very, very long time. Actually, whenever I showed against there, judged them several times there, and now with Austin at the steering wheel, it looks like they've done just a phenomenal job. I actually went the first time ever last week, or I guess 10 days ago, there to Crawfordsville and looked at the pigs there at Denhart's. It was neat to see them there on the purple shavings. What was awesome there is Randy showed me the pigs as they came out. Every single litter that we had that came out was related to either out of the mother or out of a sister of a boar that was in the boar studs. And, to be able to do that is absolutely remarkable. And then we come in here to the Lackey Livestock offerings there. We start out with tag 23 out of the Clarity boar that sits at 333 that they raised. That is an absolute specimen for rib, stoutness, and body. One of those that still looks like a Southwest kind of a market barrow there, but still has those boar features that we've talked about that Denhart's been able to do there. And then we have the tag 82 that's out of Always, one of the Trogdon littermate boars that sits at PBG, again, backed by the Trogdon sow herd. I can't say enough about the program that they've had there. This pig's a little bit more immature than maybe the other one that comes in here, but obviously they're focused on raising boars. They're focused on raising champion barrows there. It's a lot of fun there. I encourage everybody to stop by and look at Denhart's pigs there. Again, the thin belted one, or I guess true belted Hampshire classifying one out of Clarity. He's tag 23. The wide belted one out of Always. Got white back feet there is tag 82.
Well, Lacey brings us the next pair, and Kenton's going to be on the leadoff here. The Hampshire marked one. That's 12-3, lot 16. He's a high heat, lead the way. He's a full sib to the Reserve Division 3 at San Antonio. The pig's grandmother is a littermate to the sow that had the grand overall at San Antonio, and another littermate had the champion hamp at San Antonio that same year. The one that Landry's on is lot 75, 29-1. That's Sledge Wild Time. The mother is the Wild Time, no problem, tricked out. Grandmother is a mate to 6-5, and the mother of these is the mother of Sledge and the Grand Barrow at Dallas of mine, and the grandmother of the Grand Barrow at Houston that Landry showed. That one would be related to.
Well, Lacey brings a pair here, and I'd say just a little different style between them two. But if we talk about the leadoff first in tag 16, out of high heat, back on a Stauffer sow, reads like an S&K pig and looks like a Stauffer bred pig here. Stout, hairy, dense, mobile, and still very, very square. That's a Hampshire classifying one that looks like he could run in the dark crosses and looks like a big-time, big leaguer there from Lacey. Again, that's tag 16. Tag 75, again, Weston read the pedigree and the lineage there. Sledge on a Wild Time, and both of those boars tend to make pigs at this particular stage a little greener, a little more immature. But I can tell you what, if they have foot size, squareness, and genuineness of build like this particular pig does, they will feed. And I'm going to tell you, I saw Sledge, and obviously that's a litter mate to the one that Weston won Dallas with, but I saw him there at there in Haskell, and I love the boar again for the way that he was built, the way that he was put together. Wild Time last year, maybe the most dominant sire that there was. He's kind of a close your eyes, go ahead and buy him on pedigree, pour the coals to him, let him feed and let him show what he's made out of there. I like these two from Lacey's a lot. The chromed up one again. Sledge on Wild Time is tag 75. Their leadoff that's out of high heat back on the Stauffer sow is tag 16.
Leto comes out next with a pair, a dark cross and then a white one here. So the belted one is going to be their leadoff, lot 33, 9-2. He's an Infinity 8 seconds. And then the white one is going to be 10-1, lot number 90. He'll be a Marshall My Speed.
Next, we got in Leto, and I'd say if there's any OG of OGs, the show pigs, it's going to be Leto. And obviously love visiting with Ty and his family, and they continually bring them. They continually have the staying power of any on them. And then I guess when you say OG of the group there, kind of refocused and pulled things together. I talked about my and Sly's relationship, and Ty and Dan go way back and have several boars there in Fayetteville that came from Ty, and I can tell you what, they're impressive to look at, and this belted one actually resembles those boars a lot. Everybody wants to say they got hair dripping off of them. This has hair dripping off of them here on the belted one. Out of Infinity on an 8-second sow. Those 8-second sows are going to be heard of because they're sound, flexible, fundamentally built there that look like they're going to be ones that feed. This one fits extremely well. Leto brings Yorkshire classifying one. Marshall is there at Sly's, and you go through the boars there at Fayetteville. There is absolutely no pig broader, stouter, wider, and more muscular than the Marshall boar. He's a solid white crossbred that ties that power with bone and squareness. I think he bought him from Burgers there at one of his farm sales there, and just done an awesome job. So again, the Yorkshire classifying one from Leto Show Pigs is tag 90. The belted one is tag 33.
Hey, which one's the leadoff? Who has the leadoff? Eggers comes out next with a pair of dark crosses. So the leadoff is going to be the off-belted one, the bigger one. That's lot 19, 5-1. That's a Wild Time, 20-8. Paulie Wide Awake, make it happen. Paulie, his mother, was the High Points overall breeding gilt in 2025. And then their other one is going to be lot 78, the wider belted one. That's going to be 11-2. He's a Tunnel Vision 79-6 Conquer next. So their mother here was Reserve Grand breeding gilt in 2025 Story County Fair.
Well, Eggers brings a pair of them here, and I know they hauled the pigs down, and we're very proud of this set here. And I guess again, we don't show them by pedigree, we don't show them by lineage as they go through here, but Eggers are always known for power, stoutness, width, and having a very bulky build. I don't think there would be any better matchup than putting Wild Time on the top side, and then we come in here with a leadoff. They're out of Wild Time there, and obviously a out, that's got a lot of accolades on the bottom side. I don't know that we've seen any wild times at this early of a stage that have that much rib, body, and still have that wild time look and flexibility that allowed him to win at the absolute biggest stage. I know we get into talking about ones that were man of the year and voted litter of the year, but Wild Time was way up there last year. I sold a bunch of them, saw a bunch of them, and they didn't look like that leadoff of Eggers in tag 19. They're very good individual. The other one in the ring there is Tunnel Vision. Again, kind of signature Eggers look. That one maybe is big chested, as big bladed as any of them. He is broad up top. He's big ended as he leaves you. That one still takes a big authoritative step from behind, and a reason that Eggers is one of the biggest stages, because they are stout, they're wide, and they're burly. That's about as manly of a head as you can put on a prospect pig ever. Again, the Wild Time that they lead off is tag 19. The one we just discussed is tag 78.
Is the bigger one the lead off? Brennan comes in next with a pair of Hampshire classifying males. Their leadoff is going to be the bigger one. That's lot 4, 42-8. He's an all-access next intention. Mother of this pig is also the mother of their herd sire, Loud and Proud. She is also a mate to the Grand Bear at the South Dakota State Fair. And then the other one, the smaller one, is going to be lot number 64, 82-7. He's a Loud and Proud non-negotiable.
Previews get long, but I'd say welcome back to the show here on Brennings for sure. And obviously an individual that you go around ringside, you poll breeders, you poll people, and for sure if you talk to me, more respect, more just admiration for a person. I don't have any more than, I guess, than Shane Brenning. And a true breeder, a true stockman, a true evaluator, and there's nobody more passionate about the show pig world and about hogs there than Shane. And I can tell you what, I talked about Ty being OG. He's right there down the road, and an OG for sure. And Shane, that's kind of refocused, regone, and in my day, absolutely nobody that was tougher to beat. And I'd say we're back to that status for sure. When you get this two pair in here, or this pair that we come in here, Brenning's leadoff ends up being tag 4 out of the all-access record-selling pig there that Goss had that stands at Moyers. This pig right here, Borabera, there's not going to be any of them from that pedigree or any of them that are presented at any time that are any stouter, any more genuine, any bolder, any stouter, any squarer, and any better, to be quite frank, than what this 4 pig is right here. Again, he looks like a boar to me. We've already talked about it takes boar-looking ones to win Barra shows. It takes memorable pigs there to be boars. And then we've got the little one there, and we talk about one that took a dynamite picture. You can't fake pictures to be their skeleton to be built right, and this one's skeleton is right. His head and neck attachment is correct. His shoulder is laid back on his body right. His front end assembly is correct. His hip is as long and level and loose with an absolute ginormous big back leg that functions. He looks like he has the maturity to feed and to go and to be positioned wherever you go. I think you'd probably ask Shane, where does that pig go? And he says, just let him tell you, and he's going to grab a banner there for sure. These two are absolutely phenomenal there. Shane Brenning brings a pair of them there that I think everybody's going to be talking about. Tag 4 is the bigger one. He's out of all access. Loud and Proud sits right there at Brenning Genetics there. He is tag 64. That's the smaller one. Looks like they're both Hampshire classifying. That doesn't matter. They're going to be champions there in the end.
Next out is going to be 4-5 here. So young lady's going to be there on the lead off, which is lot number 24. That's 81-2. He's a slow burn WD-40. Mother is a mate to the champion Chester at Angelo in 2025, shown by the Strasner family, as well as the champion middleweight Chester at San Antonio in 2025. And then the other one is going to be lot 83, which is 85-2. He's a slow burn throw-in hands, mate sister to the champion Chester Barra there at Houston.
Well, Kelby and Hagan bring in a pair of them here listed as 4-5 livestock, and obviously the Chester side of things just dominated last year. Champion and reserve champion at Houston. Weston read the accolades between both of these pigs' pedigrees, and if I remember right, going in, regardless what show it was, when 4-5's Chesters came in the ring, they were denser, they were softer at their surface. They were more comfortable in their stride. They were better in their skeleton than any of the Chesters there, and that's why they won. And obviously a breed there that has some really prominent breeders and some guys there, as I've said a couple times, that set the standard. 4-5 came in and took it to another level from just, again, joint cleanliness, strength of foot, and mobility there. So we get a pair of them here from 4-5 operation there that just dominated things last year. We got a pair of them that are both sired by Slow Burn. The 81 litter pig there is tagged 24. The 85 litter pig there, the one note that we said here is he is landrace appearing, got just a bit longer ear and probably feature that maybe fits that category. I tell you what, you get a landrace or a Chester pig that slides through the land races there, you're not going to have them stout, or you're probably going to grab you a banner there. That one is tag 83.
Night Show Pigs is going to bring us a pair of dark crosses here. Cameron's going to be there on the leadoff, which is lot 26. That's 51-4. He's an unrivaled all-out next play, NB Rule 21. She's a three-quarter sib to the Grand Barrett Fort Worth, shown by Caden Mason, and the Grand Barrett San Antone, shown by Grant. And then his other one's going to be lot 80. And then the other one's going to be lot 85, which is 47-5. He is a crip. He's a far and wide next play, never before Rule 21. And then he's also a three-quarter sib to Caden's at Fort Worth and Grant's at San Antone.
Well, Cameron brings a pair in here, and no person, but what I would just say, obviously note family. That's one more, done more, and been more prevalent over generations there. I don't know if Tad or Scotta, either one, are here. Probably not, because they're at home working, and particularly Scotta as we kind of come in here. But all jokes aside, Cameron and his crew have done such an awesome job here as of late. Put females in here. We get a pair of them that aren't litter mates, but if you look in here, the mom is the grandmother to the other one, and that's just a testament of what Knights have done on the female side to have pigs there that they believe in, that they breed around, and they continue to go there. Again, we saw pictures. I think everybody gives Cameron heck of how good his pictures are. Kennedy's always done such a great job, and that's perfectly fine. When pigs can back up pictures, that's whenever they go, and I'd say these two are positions for big pictures. I don't care who the photographer is there at the major shows there. Again, we've got an unrivaled pig to lead off there on Cameron's lots there, tag 26. If you watch the Indiana State Fair last week, absolutely no sire dominated more class after class than unrivaled. Those pigs, or that boar, when bred right, is going to be the intangibles that we all seek after to win at the highest level. This particular pig's there, his picture absolutely did it for me. Hopefully you're able to see the same thing. And then we have far and wide that's proven himself on top of the mother there. That's a sib there, three-quarter sib there to Caden's pig there, to Grant's that won San Antonio in the same year. Proven pedigrees, awesome program. Sure, they're presented right, skin and hair's right, picture was awesome. I'd say if you disregard these there, you're going to be ashamed for it there, because they are awesome in person and awesome there on the stick there again. Knights lived up to the hype. Tag 26, tag 85.
Drop your pitch. You did terrible.
4M comes out next with a spot here, lot number 56. That's going to be 9-6. He's a Big Daddy times squared. Mom is a littermate to a class winner at Houston in 2024. And she would have raised 2 sail-making bears at Houston in her first litter last year.
We talked about the number of spots that would come, but 4M, Mikey, DuBois, and family bring in one here that I think fits right into the mix. Levelness design, levelness and length of hip. He is as wide and square when he leaves you as anything that we've seen here, but keeps everything out of in bounds. Doesn't get out of bounds at all as he leaves you there. Neat color pattern that we go, and again, it's tough to get wide constructed spot pigs there that their muscle lays on their body in a useful pattern there. I know Mikey's really passionate on the spot side of things there. It looks like he brought one here to position to win. Again, the mom has already had, the mom is a litter mate to a class winner there at Houston, so proof's in the pudding there for sure. This is 4M spots entry, sired by Big Daddy. He is tagged 56.
Hey, which is Sloan first? The spot in the Chester? Spot in the Chester. Sloan's first 2 are going to be the spot in the Chester males here. So the spot is going to be lot number 67, 29-2. He'll be a spot the ball, white lines. Mom was reserved at Ohio. And then the Chester male is going to be lot 112, 30-6. He's a double dip in hired gun burner phone. Mom was raised by Shmeeky and won a pile of banners.
Well, Sloan comes in with their pair of breed pigs here, and as many as there are that are offered on the breed side of things, as much diversity as there are at the Lackey Livestock sale, we better take note here with a spot and a Chester. Let's just start with the one that Savannah drives there on the spot side of things there. Out of Spot the Ball, that I told you was one of the most impressive boars. Doesn't matter which breed there that I've seen this summer, seen in a very long time there. This pig comes and he matches that Spot the Ball comfort level, joint work and foot design, and yet still is absolutely a man in terms of chest, rib, spread up top. We've had a lot of board talk tonight. We talked about a record seller that sold last week. We talked about one that sold the day before him that pushed him. If this pig isn't at the very upper end of the spot males that are going to sell, then I don't know what we're talking about. That's tag 67. The Chester there that's driving across the ring, I believe he's out of double dipping there in a boar that just makes Chesters that look a little bit different. This is a different looking one. He has the double dipping look up front, shaped to his back. He's got an exotic presence about him. We're not going to find Chesters more up fronted, cleaner about their jaw, and more script up top there. Again, if you study the wall there at Cameron, Missouri, the amount of winners that the Chester's category has had for them, it is absolutely one of those firms that set the standard there for sure. So again, the spot that we visited about first, out of Spot the Ball, tag 67, and the Chester from Sloan out of double dipping is tag 112.
Sloan's next 2 will come out, and their lead off is going to be the off belted one, which is lot number 7, the thinner belted one. The Hampshire appearing. He's 177-5. He'll be a dog-eat-dog pace car. And then the other one's going to be lot number 68, which is 175-2. He's a power and light pat this tell-all. Mom is from Chad Day, $20,000 and had a $20,000 and had a daughter fifth overall at Expo a couple seasons ago, and then there was a third overall cross at Kansas last summer, as well as the $40,000 boar that they sold at Lackey's second sale last fall that Top Cut purchased.
Well, we'll start again with the one that Savannah's driving here in the off-belted Hampshire classifying one. Again, we talked about Atchison's having several pours and boar studs, and this dog-eat dog that sits at the premium blend is the sire of tag number 7 here. And kind of just another note, obviously we all know the reputation of Team Sloan and what Troy and his family have done there in Cameron. He had a farm sale there that kind of kicked off one of the most initial sales, I guess, of this sale season, and has not sold another pig publicly, or I don't think sold another pig other than these ones that have came here. So obviously a pig that was slated to come. Kind of sidebar and side note, you can tell here he's maybe struggling just a little bit, maybe balled up there digestively just a little. I guess kind of, again, silly things to say. I bought the pig that was constipated at his farm sale. He's perfectly fine, and he is an absolute truck, and maybe my favorite pig that we have on feed. And more importantly here today, that pig's perfectly fine. That one's got the signature Sloan look about his skull, his ear set, and his neck presence that he has, and then he is big and robust about his middle. He's got a dog-eat-dog back leg. There we go. I don't know that we'll see a pig any stouter than what this chromed up one here that Kaylee drives there in the center of the ring. And not just stoutness of bonework, stoutness of skull, rib, width, and one of those that looks like one of those that'll just be an absolute man. I love his color pattern there. Again, those pigs have gone on and performed. I've talked to several people that bought those pigs there mid-July and said they have absolutely not missed a beat. And some of their favorite pigs there, I can make a testament there in Montgomery. My favorite 2 pigs that I have on feed came from Sloan from his farm sale. That chromed up one is tag 68. Sloan's lead off there. The off-belted one that Savannah drives out of dog eat dog is tag number 7.
Who's on the leadoff? Yep. Okay. Medicare brings us 2 Duroc males here today. He's going to be on their leadoff, which is lot number 12. It's 35-2. He's in All They Want built up limited edition sister. All They Want is a new sire of theirs. He's a litter mate to the $45,000 Knopf Guild that won a bunch last summer. And then the other one's going to be lot number 72, which is 35-5. He's in All They Want built up limited edition sister.
A pair from Bedeker here, and always excited to see what Bryce brings. He absolutely brings a pair of litter mates out of a boar there that they have at the farm, and there's no pigs there that have more of a elite look and more of a presence than what Bryce brings on the Duroc side of things there. And this pair of 35 litter mates that come in, I don't care if they're Durocs or not, that head and neck attachment on the top of their shoulder is absolutely unique, and I'd say truly uncommon for the red breed. Again, they've got far-reaching pieces to be boars. They look like champion barrows. Again, those that have that uniqueness are going to get slammed at the top end of the class, and one of those that look like they don't get to be re-driven. Just go ahead and talk about being your class winner and eventual champion there. Again, Bryce always has sell highlights in the red deal. I think he's outdone himself here with this pair of litter mates. We've got tag 12 and we've got tag 72. Again, study their front end, way that comes out of their body, big back leg, the right kind of muscle, the right rib. Very, very good pair here from Biediger. Awesome, awesome pair of red ones.
Schwecke brings us 3 here. Their lead off is going to be the belted one. He's lot number 17, a 226-1. He'll be a state of mind end game. Their second one's going to be lot number 76, which is the spot male, 249-1. He's a silent night smoke rings and has the same dam as relevant. And then their last one is going to be the blue one there, lot 115, 228-1. He's a Lights On promotion. Lights On is their Power Hour Rusty Cage whiteboard at the house, and the mom came from Schulte.
Well, Swecky brings a variation here, and let's just start with a spot because we've had so many of them, and this one actually ends up being out of the Silent Night boar. We've talked about the record-selling pig. We've talked about several individuals here, and then Swecky brings one. You talk about irrelevant, relevant, all the boar names that he's got. This pig looks like he'll be heard of. He's the biggest ribbed and the widest bodied spot that we've seen so far there. We got the dark crossbred pig out of State of Mind. Again, when I think about Swecky, I think about ones that are going to be stout and durable. This pig takes that same Swecky stoutness, and then he's up fronted, big ribbed and level design. The blue one there, maybe positioned for just a shot later show. We've got the blue division there in February, and this one looks like it fits those guys that are judging at San Antonio. That one is big armed, big limbed as he goes away from me, and probably as dense about his hip and ham as any of them there. We cut the tag out there, but it doesn't matter as he kind of goes. That'll heal up and he'll set up and be perky enough to get along there, no doubt. Again, the dark cross, which is their leadoff, he is tagged 17. The spot pig is tagged 76. The light cross pig there, very, very high on my list, is tagged 115.
Hey, who's on the leadoff? Who's on? Val? Rival brings a pair of dark crosses here, and Bellamy's going to be on the leadoff there, the wide belted one. That's going to be a low-key 99 problems. Here I am. That'll be lot number 50. And then their other one's going to be lot 101, 14-12. He's a BTA wide awake, say win. Again, that one, the black one's going to be lot 101.
Well, Rival Genetics and Swinhagen is obviously a firm there that no stranger to grabbing banners there at Texas Majors, and brings a pair of them here, both sired by pigs there that stand, or boars that stand at 66 Ventures. Their leadoff actually ends up being out of Low Key, which is a litter mate there to All Access. He's tagged 50, a chromed up pig there that reads like ones that Shane likes to start with. It doesn't it surprised me at all that ones that have this maturity pattern are the ones that he gravitates to. Height of shoulder, length of front end, length of hip, and looks like they're built for the long haul. Again, a dark crossbred, sired by Low Key on a 99 problem sow there in tag 50. The other pig there is sired by BTA. He's the mainline son at 66 Ventures. He's solid black. I think if we proved anything, particularly the OIE champion, black is only negative at sell time. This one looks like if you take care of his skin and hair, he's going to be stout. He's going to be dense. He's going to be broad. He looks like the kind that is going to be built for speed come San Antonio time. He's out of, again, a BTA on a wide awake sow. That's tag 101. And the solid black dark cross male from Rival, their leadoff, sired by Low Key, is the chromed up one. He is tag 50.
Well, K-Max comes out next. Showman's not very good, but Pig is. This will be lot number 32, 5-5. He's a leadoff. Money moves.
Well, Cotton comes in, K-Max, and again, we've talked about a few individuals there that I don't want to even say up and coming. He's already got boars and boar studs. He's had champions across the deal, but younger guys that are so passionate, so focused, and are going to make their mark and going to be heard from a very long time. And honestly, this first initial impression there of the leadoff sired pig there that Cotton brings in the ring is maybe my favorite of the crossbred variation that he's brought. Soft and pliable down low. Big and spread up top there. Looks like a useful feeding kind of a pig there that'll always stay sound, always stay functional, and looks like you can manipulate him however you want to from a feed bucket perspective. I don't say that in a negative way. He looks like Denver to San Antonio, definitely positioned to be a very, very good one there. Cotton's awesome person, awesome to visit with, and somebody that we need to always have on our radar. This leadoff sired pig is tag 32.
Who's on your leadoff? Cole Farms brings 2 out here. The young lady in the cheetah pants is going to be on the lead off, which is lot number 14. That's 35-3. He's a forever heavy hitter. And then the one that Brindley's on there in the pink, the Chester, is going to be lot 74. He's a slip and slide Retchen boxed out. Mother raised the champion Chester Bear in her first litter at Fort Worth in 2024 for the Phillips family.
Well, Troy Cole and Cole Farms or Cole Genetics, I'm not even sure what they call it there, but has been an individual that repetitively over the last several years there have been tough to hold, to handle, both with pigs that he's helped with, but also pigs that he's bred, particularly last year. Absolutely incredible what they've able to done. Again, I've said it several times. I hate getting into pictures on Facebook but this belted one looked like one of those that was very, very good from his photograph. And you come in here, and honestly, he's got a better look, a tidier front end, and more creased up top than even his picture showed. And same as his picture, he's got a big, functional, fat hind leg that works extremely good. This Chester pig here, again, matches a lot of the ones that we've talked about in terms of rib and body, and at the same time, he is so comfortable. You can tell as he crosses the ring here, he doesn't fight the stick. He gets his head above his body where it's supposed to be. He's clean jointed, he's strong footed, and to be able to handle the long haul there for sure. A very, very good pair here. Troy Cole brings the Chester out of slip and slide. Is tag 74. Again, the dark cross pig, their lead off is tag 14.
Well, DP and Lackey comes out next. DP would be Tyson Sow, and that's the one that Ainsley's going to be on there. That's lot 15, 31-2. He's a Cold World Rusty Cage, Dirty Secret Red 7. Mother is also the mother of Stranglehold and still standing at Top Cut Genetics, as well as the mother of Tatum Beck's Reserve Champion Lightweight Cross at San Antonio this year. She'll be in the glasses there, and that's lot number 15. Lot number 1, Bellamy is going to be on. That's 23-12. He is a Crip. That's a Power Hour Trust Fund CC76 Rusty Cage. The mother of the 23s is a littermate to Mile Holderly's 3rd overall division at the Exposition in 2025. And then Emerson there in the black shorts is going to be on lot number 59, which is 63-6. He's an always lead the way CC76 drop kick. Mom is a 30. Their great grandmother here is the mother of our grand champion at Austin in 2025.
Well, when the next trio comes in, and obviously right here on site at Lackey Livestock's fall edition sale, we could call it farm sale, we could call it event, whatever you want to here. I think Jason would be the first one to tell you, don't say anything, it don't matter, let them evaluate the pigs there. But what I would tell you, when you come in here, these look like Lackey bred pigs. They look like pigs if we grabbed the 120, 30, whatever we have in here and said, hey, identify the ones that Jason contributed to, or that was bred there right at Haskell. I could definitely pick these out because they look like the feeding kind. They're sound and flexible. Their rib reads right. Their muscle texture reads right. I'll say it every single time. The reason that Jason, Jackie, the Lackey Livestock crew has the reputation they do is they care about pigs that feed. They care about pigs that perform at the highest level. They care about customer success. These three, I know that sounds like a bunch of smoke. It comes from the heart there for sure. All three of them just a shot different. Read your lesson, study your lesson, if you will. They're very, very similar and look like they'll definitely work very, very well. Tag 15, tag 1, which is the lead off there. He's out of Power Hour. And then tag 59.
Hey, let me know who's on 61. Lackey brings another 2. Bellamy is going to be on lot number 61 here. There in the jeans. That's a 70. Excuse me, 74-6. He's a leadoff CC76 unashamed life sentence. And then Emerson there in the black shorts is going to be on lot 108 72-6. He's a nightcap. Shame on me, the king BKS.
Another pair of lackeys that fit the same mold that we talked about. The other thing that I know about Jason is there's not going to be no fluff, both personality and the way that he presents pigs. And this pair looks like those that'll do nothing but get better when they get on the feed bucket. Again, everybody gripes about big souped up sell pigs there that go backwards, and I tell you what, this pair looks like they'll do nothing again but get better. If you'll study the length and levelness of their spine, their length and levelness of their hip, their squareness of build, muscle texture, consistency in terms of views there, I tell you what, this chromed up one, tag 108, he better get a couple stars. This is a good pair of pigs there for sure. Again, Lackey obviously put a lot of focus here there, and another nice pair that look like they'll feed.
She might later. Lackey brings another 2. Bell, which one are you on? Which one's that? Okay. The Calico is going to be lot 59 there, 63-6. He's an always lead the way CC76 drop kick. The great grandmother is the mother of our grand champion at Austin in 2025. And then Emerson's going to be on lot 109, which is 59-8. He's the power hour. Shame on me, the king BKS.
I realize the preview is going long, and we kind of but we grab into Lackey's consignments here, and again we've got a Calico that's out of always back on the great grandmother was the mother of the grand champion there at Austin a couple years ago. Camlin was actually reserve Hampshire behind that pig that won. Was a pig that we were really excited about, and that pig entered the ring and thought, well, we can't beat that one there. And again, the guys that'll prevail are the ones that study through the preview. This Calico, awesome color pattern. We've got a set of judges that won't mind that at all, and I think tag 59 is very, very good. Then we grab into 109. Probably one of the more immature ones that we've had, but his chest floor is big, his back is big, his rib is big, and his hind leg is useful there. Again, tag 59 is the Calico, tag 109 is the belt from Lackey.
Lackey again with the next 2. So lot 60 is going to be the Berkshire pairing male 55-5. That's a walk-off top shelf jet black family jewels. Mom is the same mother as Bellamy's champion Burke in the 5th overall at San Angelo in 2026. And then Emerson's going to be on lot 110, which is an always splurge intentional rusty cage. The great grandmother is 91-3, the mother of Still Standing and Stranglehold.
We'll start at the Berkshire, and Bellamy shows that one, and obviously showed a relative there out of this same sow that ended up being champion Burke at San Antone, and then 5th overall, the only Texas major that awards banners further down than champion reserve, and this breed pig ended up garnishing one of those there. A good feeding, tall-shouldered, level design Burke there. There's a maturity pattern is right. This chromed up one's probably one of the greener and more immature ones there again, not only from Lackey, but probably within the sale. But if I was guessing right, Lackey would be very proud of this particular pig there. Has the Lackey look and presence from the side, loosed in his joints, and he looks like those in any home. You could look like a hero if you bought that belted one there for sure. Again, really nice pair there. That one is tag 110. The Berkshire is tag 60.
Well, these are Lackey's last two, and the crossbore is going to be lot number 6274-5. He's a leadoff CC76 unashamed life sentence, and then the Duroc boar is going to be lot 107 68-4. He's a red zone limited edition DWI next chapter. The mother of this pig is a littermate to Skylar Nicholson's champion lightweight Duroc Barrow at San Antonio in 2025.
Guys, I realize that we want the preview to kind of end and go and we get into the sale, but we're going through there and we came here to buy champions at the end, and we need to study our lesson, because I can tell you what, there is a red one in here, this ring right here, that looks like the feeding tab, the tag 107 there. Whenever their shoulder is laid on their body that comfortably, when they've got reach and go behind in an immature build, whenever you get in the red deal, those are the ones that feed. Those are the ones that you hear from at the end there. Both the pigs are really good. This red one, I think, is ultra elite there. Stout belted one that comes in. All the Lackeys look like they're positioned to feed. Obviously, their event, they're going to have focus there. Good pair again. I think an absolute man in terms of the red one.
Wolf comes out next with lot number 55, a dark cross male 16-12. He's a choked up, tricked 4 out. Dam was the memorable Hayden Gilt shown last summer that was 4th overall cross guild at NJSS.
I'm not sure how many choked ups we've seen, but I'd say every one that I've seen has been on the list there. Obviously choked up. The Gospor there that stands at Moyer set a record at that particular time. And then we come in here with Wolf Century. And I said I got a few texts there that goes, again, this pig was on a couple of them there that I put real high in terms of the ones that I take note of there is potentially the best pig in the barn. Again, I hate to say that and take disregard of the other ones there, but neat looking, square and boxy build. If you want to get into a short backed one, this is it. And yet at the same time, he runs uphill. He's propped up and square about his foot design. I think a very good one there for Wolf to kind of round out as we kind of go. We've only got one more to go, but this sale is deep. Choked up sired one there from Wolf. He is tagged 55.
Well, last but certainly not least is Moyer here with lot number 2, 57-8, a dark cross male. He's an usher in, lead the way backbone. This dam raised the champion Division 4 dark cross bear at the Ohio State Fair in 2026.
Last but not least, as Weston said, we round out the preview. Ben says he's so good that we waited for last, and he's going to be the second pig in. And the one thing that you know, I actually saw a Pig Planet interview the other day that said, hey, what's important? I don't know what the verbiage was, but I think it just said big bones. And then the 2 questions later, it said stout and wide. And so if we got a more, you know you're going to be big bones, stout and wide. This pig looks like it. Stout-headed, broad-chested, big ribbed. He's a little kind of scoot there, but that looks like a Moyer pig. He's going to be the second one in the ring. He's out of usher in, lead the way backbone. Hey, Jackie, I said 2 hours and 20 minutes. We did 2 hours and 25. We did perfectly fine. It's going to be good. Awesome sell here. Moyer rounds out. That's tag number 2. Have a great sell here. Lackey Livestock Fall Edition.